Guys, Asher coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. I'm glad to have you all here. This has gone a little bit under the radar. I've only really seen one content creator cover this news, but I just had to talk about it with you guys, okay? As you may or may not have seen, a lot of creators, a lot of tier lists, everybody is talking about one particular champion as being the strongest in the game lately, and for very good reason. It's all about enfeeble.
Today's champion spotlight covers a dashing hero. Meet Marius the Gallant.
And no, it is not Marius, the new horse, mission champion or whatever you call him. He looks insane. He has the enfeeble, by the way, on the AoE on the A1 at a 50% land rate. You guys know enfeeble, right? You can only weak hit. Thus, well, you can only weak hit, you can't do damage, so like Fire Knight's not going to smack you down, but you also can't land debuffs, right, under enfeeble. So Clan Boss can't stun you, Dragon can't put poison on you, right? It basically negates every boss in the damn game, It's broken, it's insane. And the best enfeeble inside the entire game is Androc the Glorious. He's a mythical champion that I don't have. Massive shout out to Degreer. What would I do without you, Degreer? You are the GOAT. He has him. By the way, look at what Androc can do in in Hydra. This is a screenshot from Degreer, by the way. Holy mackerel. This is insane, this Androc team. Lady Mikage, Androc, Archer Queen, Garrel, Lydia, and Taurus. A nice free-to-play team for you guys, right? Nice free-to-play team for you guys. But yeah, he's insane, right? Enfeeble. It's busted. He has the best one in the game again. He has on his other form, he has the enfeeble at 100% on a 3-turn cooldown. If they have less than 50% HP, they can't even resist the enfeeble, right? So, and then they added Marius, who, eventually a lot of players will have. So everybody's saying that Androc's the best champion in the game, right? And let me just show you. Again, I'm on Degreer's account, so I might as well share it with you, right? Let me go into old school Demon Lord Clan Boss. Obviously, this applies to every boss in the game with the exception of Shogun, right? But check it out. Battle. I want to make sure I am
mad. They'll need to be.
I owe you 100 gems, Degreer. I will really pay him. I'm not that big of a jerk. All right, guys, so check out this Androc in Clan Boss, right? He's going to use the A2. Actually, I'm sorry again. He's going to metamorph. He's going to use the A2. And I saw everybody revising the tier list online, right? He's going to land his enfeeble on the Clan Boss. Guess what the Clan Boss can't do, guys? He can't land a critical hit. He can't stun. He can't do anything. He can't do anything. Check it out. Oh, what's that? All weak hits? Oh, it's all weak hits. It's unbelievable. And again, this applies to every boss, everyone, right? Hydra. And I actually saw Raid Shadow Legends. They put out this video, right? They put out this Marius champion spotlight here. You can see the YouTube video. And Marius was landing enfeeble on everybody as well. That's kind of an interesting choice there, right? To show on their big highlight video. This is, by the way, this is 1 day ago. This is 1 day ago, as you guys can see, right? So they're showing him landing enfeeble on everybody. But guess what happened 2 days ago? Guess what happened 2 days ago? Let's check on our guy over here. Let me actually end this battle really quickly. They decided to very, very quietly nerf enfeeble. Big time.
Now I know what you're thinking. How did this happen? Who else knows about this?
Now, we haven't seen a nerf in this game in a while. They wouldn't nerf Taurus and Marichka, right? We know that. By the way, check out enfeeble. Enfeeble won't change inside the arena. So check it out inside the arena here, guys. I mean, it's broken, man. It really, even in the arena against other champions. So I still think he's going to be incredibly good, right? Let me just Warlord them and check this out, right? Check out enfeeble in the arena, man. It's a sight to be seen, guys. It's a sight to be seen. So actually, he has his build set up for Hydra right now, guys, Anti-Spirit Affinity. So we only landed on Genbo and Arbiter, but just check it out. Just check out Genbo and Arbiter here. Oh, they can only weak hit. That's That's insane. Now, it can be cleansed, unlike a lockout like Warlord. It can be cleansed off of them, but what an insane debuff. Not only can they not land debuffs, there's only, what, 2... There's probably a few more, but there's only a few champions in the game, right? That actually even can land debuffs on weak hits, you know? Obviously, if you're placing a debuff, not doing an attack as well, like that obviously is not gonna, you know, disrupt you, that'll be fine. But we have Bybald of the Thorn, who can land all his debuffs on weak hits, right? And then we have Contra the Cyclone, right? Contra can land all of her debuffs on weak hits as well. This champion can place debuffs on weak hits. So that's an incredibly valuable ability, especially if enfeeble is the new Hex. And they start adding more enfeeble champions, more enfeeble to just kind of deal with on a daily basis. How would you guys even feel about that, right? It's interesting, right? It's interesting to say the least. And again, I could show you every dungeon. Why? Dragon, whatever, no poisons, no critical hits, nowhere, okay? So it's busted. Saf had a big video on this. I should have mentioned this earlier. And I think he was one of the first guys to show off Androc, right? But this is what Saf had to say about it really quick, right?
And then more recently, we've had Androc, who is a mythical Bannerlords, and he could apply it to everyone. And he's kind of going under the radar a little bit. I actually think Androc is the best champion in the game overall based on his A2 ability.
There it is. The best champion in the game overall based on his A2 ability. This is Chosen's brand new dopamine index tier list, right? He had Androc as #1 in the game. Now he has him as number 5 in the game. And you can see that big red down arrow because he used to be #1. But now with this news, it changes everything. Not about Androc necessarily, but about Marius as well, right? It kind of sucks because if you watch that video, as long as they consider Hydra a boss, you kind of just assume that you can use it on bosses, right? Anyway, buried in the raid digest 2 days ago, before that video was released with him landing it on bosses, bosses are now immune to enfeeble.
Oh, what? I warned you. I really will slug you so hard.
In one of the next releases, all bosses will become immune to enfeeble debuff, so any champion with this debuff will not be able to place it on a boss. They're bosses, after all. As soon as it is done, well, we'll let you know. Well, there it is, guys. Listen, my thoughts real quick here. Enfeeble, I gotta do another arena battle while I share my thoughts, right? I am of two minds, right? It's better that they do this now than doing this in... you know, after everybody has him. Nobody has him right now, right? So there's no doubt about that, right? That's a good thing. They're early on the nerf. It's a little deceptive that they put him landing enfeeble against bosses in the highlight video of Marius. That's a little, because last time I checked, Hydra Clan boss is a boss, right? That's a little false bill of sales, but I mean, at least it's not tied to like some massive shard pull event or something like that. That would be a lot worse. But let's enfeeble them right now. Here we go. Go in there. Oh man, let's watch them. Let's watch them. I'm just gonna kind of chill and just watch them not be able to land debuffs or critical hits or anything.
Just kill us already.
However, I also think that it's probably it's a necessary nerf, you know? I don't know how you guys feel about it, but you know, whether or not you're going for Marius, this is busted, man, against bosses. Literally no boss in the game can even land a critical hit. Moreover, no boss in the entire game can land debuffs, you know, for the most part. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, you know? It is the god debuff of Raid Shadow Legends, so I can understand why they went in there and touched it up a little bit, guys. But there's the news. Before he was evil, he's already in the game, but the #1 champion in the game, if you have Mary or Androc, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. That really sucks if you have Androc and if you change your account based on that. But at the same time, I can understand why they made this change. That's a nasty, nasty debuff. How do you guys feel about it? Where do you rank Androc now that enfeeble no longer will be able to do what enfeeble can do at the time of this recording? Let me know in the comments below. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.